This is a video presentation by Oscar Gutierrez covering the topics of hard rock, heavy metal rock, and ska and reggae. Hard rock is a form of loud, aggressive rock music. The electric guitar is often emphasized, used with distortion and other effects, both as a rhythm instrument using repetitive riffs with a varying degree of complexity and as a solo lead instrument. Drumming characteristically focuses on driving rhythms, strong bass, drum, and a backbeat on snare, sometimes using cymbals for emphasis. The bass guitar works in conjunction with the drums, occasionally playing riffs, but usually provide a backing for the rhythm and the lead guitars. Vocals are often growling, raspy, or involve screaming or wailing, sometimes in a high range or even falsetto voice. Bands of this period include Led Zeppelin was of great importance to the development of heavy metal. This group was formed by musicians who had been part of the British blues revival. Another band, Aerosmith, formed in the 1970s and spent several years imitating the post-blues revival styles of the Rolling Stones and Yardbirds. The group did not copy the British predecessors by covering their recordings. The pubs in London were the birthplace of the hard rock sound in Britain. Heavy metal rock is a genre that developed in the late 1960s and early 1970s, largely in the United Kingdom and the United States, with roots in blues rock and psychedelic rock. The bands that created heavy metal developed a thick, massive sound characterized by highly amplified distortion, extended guitar solos, emphatic beats, and overall loudness. Heavy metal lyrics and performance styles are sometimes associated with masculinity, aggression, and machismo. One of these heavy metal bands is Black Sabbath, who took the hypnotically repetitive bass riff idea of Cream and Led Zeppelin and led British heavy metal into the 70s. Deep Purple was a heavy metal band that almost turned in the direction of progressive rock or art rock. And Judas Priest added the chains and metal to the leather to give a metallic twist to their rebellious image. Ska and reggae. Ska combined elements of Caribbean mento and calypso with American jazz and rhythms and blues. It is characterized by a walking bass line accented with rhythms on the upbeat. Ska developed in Jamaica in the 1960s. Reggae is a music genre that originated in Jamaica as well in the late 1960s. Reggae groups often use modern amplified instruments, including lead and rhythm guitars, piano, organ, drums, and electric bass guitar, along with Jamaican percussion instruments. The typical reggae rhythm fell into a pattern of 4 beats, but unlike ska, it often accented the first and third subdivisions, as had rhythms and blues. The Skatalites recorded instrumental hits of their own, and backed such vocal groups as the Maytals, the Wailers, and the Heptones. The Skatalites had hits in Jamaica, and the recordings of Guns of Navarone even made the British charts in 1967. The Wailers were a band started by Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Bunny Wailer in 1963. It's perhaps the most recognized band that made the transition through all stages of early Jamaican pop music: ska, rocksteady, and reggae. Bob Marley is considered one of the most influential musicians of all time and credited with popularizing reggae music around the world, as well as serving as a symbol of Jamaican culture and identity.